Sound Partners 1, Lesson 58. Today we will add a new sound, the sound ow, like in the word clown. Ow, clown. It is represented by the letter pairs OW. It makes a gliding sound, which means we're gliding into the next letter. Ow, ow. Now let's point to our letter pairs and say each sound. Ready? Ow, clown. R, car. I, fly. Ow, clown. Oo, screw. Oo, blue. Ow, clown. R, car. K, truck. Ow, cloud. Oo, blue. E, tree. Ow, clown. Now let's listen for the sounds and write the letter or letter pairs that represent the sounds that you hear. Here's number 1.
I.
Number 2.
Ow.
Number 3.
R.
Number 4.
E.
Number 5.
Oo.
And number 6.
K.
All right, let's check our answers. The first sound I is made by the letter Y at the end of a word. The sound ow, you could have put OW or OU. Both make that same sound. The sound of R is made by the letter pair AR. The sound E is made by the letter pair EE. The sound OO is made by UE or OO. And the sound K is made by CK at the end of a word. Now let's sound these out and then say them fast. Ready? Ed, started. Arm, arm. Flower. Ow, chow. Brow. Grew. Chart. Power. Artist. Army. Wow. Newer. Plow. Spark. True. Now let's spell 6 of those words. The first word that we're going to write is the word spark. Spark. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word spark. The next word, chow. Chow. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word chow. The next word, flower. Flower. He gave me a flower. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word flower. The next word, plow. Plow. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word plow. The next word, true. True. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word true. And the last word, chart. Chart. Now underline the letter pairs or word parts you know in the word chart. Now let's check your answers. The first word was the word spark. Letter pairs SP and AR at the end. This word is an exception. Normally when we hear the k sound at the end of a word, we have CK. This time it's only the letter K. Spark. The word chow has the letter pairs CH and OW. The next word, flower. FLOWER. It actually has three letter pairs, FL, OW, and ER. The next word, plow. PLOW. The letter pair PL and the letter pair OW. If you hear the owl sound at the end of a word, it will be OW versus OU, like in the word cloud. The ow sound at the end of a word is spelled OW. The next word, true. TRUE with the letter pairs TR and UE. And the last word, chart. CHART with the letter pairs CH and AR. Now let's read some sight words. Our new sight word today is the word live or live. It can be either one depending on how it's used. We will go live today at 5 o'clock on the news. Or my cat has 9 lives. Or he lived a good life. So it just depends on how you're using the word, whether it's live or live. So now let's spell and read these words. Ready? Live or live, LIVE, live or live. Two, TWO, two. Live or live, LIVE, live or live. One, ONE, one. Have, HAVE, have. No, KNOW, no. Two, TWO, two. One, ONE, one. Live or live, LIVE, live or live. New, KNEW, new. Was, WAS, was. Want, WANT, want. Live or live, LIVE, live or live. Now let's spell 4 of those words. The first word we're going to spell is two, like the number 2. The next word, one, like the number 1. The next word, want, like I want a puppy, want. And the last word is one of our new words, live or live. Now let's check your answers. Ready? The number 2 is TWO, 2. The number 1, ONE, 1. Want, WANT, want. And the last word, live or live, LIVE, live or live. Now we're going to practice reading these sentences. I'll give you just a moment to practice by yourself. All right, let's practice together. Didn't you live in a house over by the park when you were 2? Ow, how did you like the brown slide? How did you like the brown slide and swings in the park? How did you like the brown slide and swings in the park? Now let's put it all together. Ready? Didn't you live in a house over by the park when you were 2? How did you like the brown slide and swings in the park? We're going to read it one more time. Both of those sentences end with question marks. So let's make sure that our voice reflects that we're asking a question, which means our voice should go up on the last word before the question mark. Ready? Didn't you live in a house over by the park when you were 2? How did you like the brown slide and swings in the park? Now we're going to practice with the chunk IGHT. In the previous lesson, we practiced with IGH and the sound I. In the chunk IGH, I makes its name I and the G and H are silent. The same is true with the IGHT chunk. G and H are silent, I says its name, and we hear the T. It. So let's practice with these words. Ready? Sight, sight. Flight, flight. Light, light. Tight, tight. Night, night. Right, right. Bright, bright. Might, might. Slight, slight. So now let's read each word. Sight, flight, light, tight, night, right, bright, might, slight. Now let's go back and spell each word. Ready? Sight, SIGHT, sight. Flight, FLIGHT, flight. Light, LIGHT, light. Tight, TIGHT, tight. Night, NIGHT, night. Right, RIGHT, right. Bright, BRIGHT, bright. Might, MIGHT, might. Slight, SLIGHT, slight. Now we'll practice with the magic E rule. Remember, if a word has an E at the end, the middle vowel says its name and the E is quiet. Use the rule to read these words. Remember, the magic E can make the U say oo or you. Sometimes you have to try both to see which fits. Ready? E on the end, the A says its name, A. Aim, flame. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, A. Flag. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, I. Strip. strip. E on the end, the vowel says its name, I. Stripe, stripe. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, I. Chin. E on the end, the vowel says its name, I. I'm, chime. E on the end, the vowel says its name, O. Ope, mope. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, aw. Up, mop. E on the end, the vowel says its name, U, mule. E on the end, the I says its name, I. Aisle, mile. E on the end, the vowel says its name, A. Aid, blade. No E on the end, the vowel says its sound, bled. E on the end, the vowel says its name, I. Aisle, file. E on the end, the vowel says its name, U. Use, fuse. E on the end, the vowel says its name, A. Aim, game. E on the end, the vowel says its name, I. I'm, grime. Now let's practice reading these nonsense words. Ready? Owl, gal. Alp, doup. Snart, snart. Churm. Spurf. Arm, varm. Now let's spell some nonsense words. The first word we're going to spell is the word smew. Smew. The next word, snowl. Snowl. And the last word, clef. Clef. All right, let's check your spelling. The first word was smew, S-M-U-E, smew. The next word, snowl, S-N-O-W-L, snowl. And the last word, clef, C-L-E-T-H, clef. Today our story is called Max and the Tomcats. Max and the Tomcats. 6 tomcats sit on the tip top of a big wall. The sun will set soon. Eow, 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 all of the cats call. Meow, 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 they squall. Max, who is 6, sits up in a tree. Hey, cats, calls Max. What do you see? But the cats' meow is all they will tell. After a time, the sun did set. As night fell, the cats called, Max, we see a big white ball. Max looked up at the light as he sat in the tree. What a wonderful sight, said he. Then, as Max sat looking at the big white moon, he suddenly saw a man looking back at him. The man in the moon saw 6 cats and Max. What a wonderful sight tonight, said he. Soon the bright light of the moon sat over them all. Then the 6 tomcats did begin to call and call and call. Meow, reow, breow, they sang to Max and to the man in the moon. Max was glad he was in the tree to see the moonlight and to hear the song. But at last the moon man went out of sight. The song was over until another night. Go to bed, Max. Go to bed, 6 tomcats. Good night, Max. Good night, cats. Good night, moonlight. The end. I noticed when we were reading this story, there were several words that had our new pattern of IGH. Let's go back and see if we can find some of those words. On these 2 pages, I see at least 3 words that have the IGHT pattern. Can you pick them out? The first word I see is the word night. Night. Remember, IGH makes one sound of I. The G and H are quiet, and the vowel I says its name. Then we just add the T on the end. It, night. The other word I see is the word light and the word sight. Were you able to pick out all 3? Night, light, and sight? I see 2 words on this page that have our IGH pattern. Can you find those 2 words? The word sight and the word tonight. Tonight. What about this page? I see 2 words that have the IGHT pattern. The word bright and the word light. There is one word on this page that has the IGHT chunk. Can you find it? The word moonlight. Moonlight. On this page, there are two words that have the IGHT chunk. Can you find those? Sight and night. And on this page, there are two. Good night and moonlight. And that's the end of our lesson today.